as I suspected, the fraud in this election is ridiculous.
You want to turn that down?
Hey, Brent, Jerry Costello, shared Wyoming.
Ronnie in Mississippi.
Hillbilly in Alabama.
Hello, Brent. Arlene Ennis in Utah. You are muted.
I'm operating everything, getting everybody on, so bear with me. Good to see everybody. And I'm having supper at the same time. Good shape.
Understand.
Hey, Coach
So
Palmer,
as you're coming on, just
Louisiana.
Leroy, good to see you. As you're coming on, just announce yourself, where you're tuning in from.
Ronnie in Mississippi.
Talk about being excited.
Yes, a lot of excitement going on.
I love
What
it.
it's all about.
Ingrid, Alabama.
Hillbilly in Alabama.
Ingrid, good to see you, Ingrid.
Hi, everybody. It's Marlene in Penticton, British Columbia. Great call this morning.
Thank you so much. And Ingrid, have you met our hold on just a second.
Okay.
Have you met David Garcia yet?
Hi, everybody.
At our corporate office?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. Remind y'all need to get in touch with me and I'll introduce you to David. He's our USA Latino corporate executive.
Okay.
Bridging the gap there. So, all right, as you're coming in, let me see here who we got.
Hey, Coach.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Brent. Hi, Brent.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Announce yourself, where you're calling in from.
Mike and Margaret Whitten, Aiken, South Carolina.
Hello, South Carolina. Alex.
I got a guest coming in tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was great.
Jayne Rouse from Iowa.
Hello, Jayne Rouse. So who's fired up for this? Who's fired up for the 7-day recruiting challenge out there? Yeah.
Fired up.
Hey, go ahead and let it out.
Hey, everybody,
Fired up.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Hello, Brent.
I'm ready, Brent. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello. Good to see everybody. Just announce yourself, where you're tuning in from.
Hey, band of beginners, Dartmouth, Mississippi.
Bill and Shanda, Pawtuska.
Harold Peterson, Seattle, Washington.
Michelle and Andy from Oklahoma.
Dr. Crystal Vance coming in from Castleberry, Florida.
All right, Dr. Crystal Vance, good to see you.
You too. Hi, Arlene.
Hi, Skinny.
We're getting them in as fast. Hey, you want to
Hi,
do some
Speedy.
last minute reminders to your team? Get the word out. Get the word out. We got a lot of people tuning in, and you do not want your team left out.
Hey, Brent, Lenette from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Hi, Joe.
Hello, Lenette. Good to see you, Joan. Good to see you.
Hey, Brent. Susan and Bill from Carthage.
Susan and Bill, good to see you.
You too.
Hey, Brent, Rick and Jayne from Maryland.
Bill, Shanda, Ellis, good to see you.
Good to see you, Coach.
Ashley Paulson, Colorado.
Hello, Ashley. All right, so it's 6 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. Who's fired up about this 7-day recruiting challenge we got going on here? Huh? Yeah.
I am.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Yes.
Go ahead and fill those chat sections up with a little fire if you want to. Get yourself going.
It's Rebecca from Portland, Michigan.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hi, Portland, Michigan.
Fired up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Faith from Minneapolis.
Alabama.
And we got a little bit more time. Let's get this thing filled up now. You got team members that need to be on. Send them some last minute reminders.
Julie Bradshaw from Monroe, Louisiana.
Hi, Julie Bradshaw. We're in our last big push.
Yes,
Big
we
push,
are.
leading into the 7-day recruiting challenge. We're making some noise too out there, ladies and gentlemen. Some noise.
Lorraine McFarland, Tampa, Florida.
Hello, Lorraine.
Hi.
David Wadlington, Tampa, Florida. Let's take over.
That's right, David Wallington. Exactly. Good to see everybody. Last minute reminders, get the word out to your team. We're going to give it about another minute or two as people are coming on.
Hello, everybody. From South Dakota.
Hey, Dave and Bev from Denver.
Hello, Dave and Bev.
Woohoo! I'm going to eat in front of you, buddy.
Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead, eat.
Something good. What do you have?
I'm having a shake as we speak.
I'm having a bowl of chili as we speak.
You can sing the Red Solo Cup song if you want to. Red Solo Cup.
I'm having squash.
I just had a burn.
I'm classy, just so you know. I'm classy, if you was wondering. All right. Get this thing going. We're going to give it about 60 more seconds. 60 more seconds. If you want your team on it, you need to be sending it out, getting them on.
Hey, Brent, is that Central Classy?
That's Central Classy right here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. All right. So we're going to record the call. We got people still loading up in the waiting room. I'm adding to it. All right. We're going to respect everybody's time. So we're going to mute out the lines and get this call started. All right, I think we can go. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Big shout out, big waves out there. Good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. So, I got to ask you again, how many of you's fired up about next Wednesday, 7-day recruiting challenge? Let me tell you, I have been on the phone all day today, as well as so many of you, and I am so proud of you. I mean, excited, like, I'm looking at a lot of you right now. And we started this a couple of weeks ago, if you'll remember. And what did we say a couple of weeks ago? We're going to say yes to the challenge. We're going to tell the world, and then we're going to figure it out as we go. Well, let me tell you, we've done more Zooms, more meetings, more talking, more lives, more, I mean, you name it, we've been doing it. Getting the word out about this 7-day recruiting challenge. And maybe you're a guest on here right now. Let me tell you, you know, as I've been different places around the world this year, one of the things that's a certain about 2020 is there's a lot of people out there in the world that it just has not been the best year in the world, right? This recruiting challenge is a chance to change all that and set our 2021 up to be a year of an explosion, exponential growth, where leaders are created. But we got to do it together. You know, anything that happens big, you got to come together. You got to unify and go, you know what? We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to work together. We're going to stay in it to win it together. That's what we're doing. And so when we first announced this challenge, it was like, we got to go shout this from the rooftops and let people hear our energy. Let them hear our enthusiasm. Let them hear our fire in us, and they'll want to come be a part. How many of you's watched that happen over the last couple of weeks? I'll never forget telling you, you know, there's announcers and there's inviters to events, and then there's promoters. And promoters will make so much money, they won't be able to spend it. But in order to promote something, you got to get on fire for it. And I got to say congratulations to so many of you, because that's what you've done. You got on fire for this event coming up on Wednesday, this 7-day recruiting event where we're going to recruit more people to our industry than any other 1 week in our industry's history. It's going to happen. It's going to take place. So why do I put you on here tonight? First of all, to tell you congratulations. Congratulations for being a part of the group that's doing this. Congratulations for bringing other people with you on this. And we even reached out to people that's not even in our industry, that might be in sales, or they might be in, they might be a coach that has to recruit people to their organization. And we said, you know what, let's add value to you too. This is a free event. Well, you're doing it. The numbers, I challenged myself and said, I want to challenge my limits. I'm going to bring 10,000 people to this event, 10,000 people. Well, in order to do that, it takes a lot of promoting, right? And many of you, I've been on the Zoom with you and your team promoting this event, right, Arlene? Stepping up on Zooms. But I want to tell you, you took the challenge. You took it and said, you know what, I'm going to run with this. And you've done it. Congratulations. And we're in the final stretch. We're in the time where you don't slow down, you speed up, right? We're at that moment where from this time next week, we got 1 week, right? 1 week to push hard and get to that last stretch to get as many people on our side of the fence, meaning they're in the recruiting challenge, right? And so, Andrew Rosser, I hope you can hear me okay. Can you? Okay.
Did you? I was giving you a thumbs up. Did you want to? I'm sorry.
I can't see you. So.
Oh, yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Well, I want you to help me. So we've come up with some things tonight that I want to be able to go over with you. Okay. Some of the things is going, how many of you were on the Eric Worre live today? What about that? Did that add value to you? Absolutely it did. Let me tell you, tonight, I'm going to make sure that we get all this, that you get all this, because we are in the final stages. We're going to finish strong through the 11th. We got to dig down. We got to make a last minute push to get as many people on your team as possible to get registered for this event. Because listen, you're going to see teams explode from this recruiting event. You're going to see them explode. And the biggest thing is, I want you to get as many people there as you can to see your team explode. Your team explode. Because it's going to happen. So the first thing I tell you is we got to have a last push with lives on Facebook, Instagram, Zooms with your team. Like, don't let the week go by. So ask yourself this tonight, Ashley Paulson. You did a Zoom with your team with me back a week or so ago. Don't I'm using Ashley because she can handle this. Don't let a lot of time go in between where they lose their steam. Right? There's a reason you got on. There's a reason you. So think about what we do and then turn around. See, here's how you got to do this. You got to learn from somebody, and then you got to turn and look towards your team, and you got to emulate that to them. Does that make sense? So there's a reason you were on Eric Worre Zoom. Guess where you're at tonight? You're on here with me. Okay. It's got to be one of these things that we stay on top of people. They'll lose their steam if you don't. So we got a week. We got a week to really build. So I'm challenging each and every one of you. You've got customers. You've got representatives in your team. You've got guests that you want to invite. Get them on things over the course of this week and keep that energy level up and use these strategies tonight to teach to them. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? So the first assignment is and Eric talked about it today. We got to mentally prepare ourselves for the sacrifice for 7 days at this event. So right now, the next week, like if I'm Crystal Vance, or if I'm Valerie, or if I'm David Wallington, I got to look at the people around me and say, listen, the 11th through the 17th is my week that I'm going to sacrifice time away to pour into this event. Like, you've done all this work up to this point. Now it's time for these 7 days to lock in and spend your time in these 7 days to maximize it. Does that make sense? We all have busy worlds. We all have full plates. We've got to make sure for this event that we block off and we put as much time as we can into these 7 days for ourselves. Sometimes you just got to give it up for yourself. You deserve it. Your new year deserves it. This is going to be life-changing for you. This is going to be a game changer. We're going to have people that go on and become 7-figure earners, 6-figure earners. And they're going to point back to this time and say, remember when we did that thing? I wasn't even for sure what I was doing, but it was my start into something really special. Does everybody with me? There's going to be times where you doubt yourself. Okay? Focus in. Focus in. Let everybody around you know that you're going to be devoted these 7 days to this right here to get it done. Now, I want to ask you something in the chats. Eric Ward did this today, but I want to ask you. How many people are you going to go into this event and say, I'm going to recruit? I've challenged all of you. Don't think about what if, like, or how am I going to do it? Or I don't know. I've never been able to do it. I've challenged you to go 5. Andrea, you're okay. Can you hear me? Okay. I've challenged you to 5 new recruits in 7 days. How many are you going to do though? Like, can you stretch it more than that? I'm asking you. Like, I want to know, like, these 7 days, if you knew this was your explosion, this was your year, like this was your moment, our industry is going to have the biggest year ever next year. Watch, write it down that I said it, come back next year at this time and see if I'm right. It's going to have the biggest year ever. How many are you going to do? I can't see the chats. Andrea, unmute. Talk to me a little bit. Like, I see 5. I see Juanita. Great. 20. Stretch it, right? I'm telling you that I went into the event at Eric Worre going, I'm going to get 300 people to the Eric Worre 7-day recruiting challenge. And then he looked at me and said, you're better than that. Stretch your goal. Stretch your goal. And I came out of that event saying 10,000. Now, have we worked hard? Have we done a bunch of lives? Have we pushed our limits? Absolutely. And we're going to continue to do that. What can you do? Think bigger. That's right, Daryl. Dream bigger. Like, I want to see it. Like, some of you won't even put it in there. Your belief's not big enough. Like, that's just it. Like, if you won't put the number in there, then odds are in the 7 days, you'll find something else to do. I'm just keeping it real. I want you to go to the top with us next year, but you can't be too cool for school. You can't be the cool one in the club. Like, you got to lock arms with us and do this with us. How many people are you going to bring to the dance? I will sponsor 10. That's what I want to see. I want to know. So here's the thing. You got to write it down. You got to get it in front of you. You got to have a plan. You got to have a goal in mind, first of all. And now I'm going to give you a plan. Okay? I'm going to give you a plan. Some of you heard it today, but I'm going to reiterate it. Okay? It is the best preparation going into the event that you could possibly do. And if you do this, you're going to see your business over that 7-day period grow incredibly beyond your wildest imagination. If you'll lock in, like I'm talking about, understand this, in 2 weeks, your whole business could change. In 2 weeks, if you'll lay it on the line for 2 more weeks, your whole business could change and you could be setting yourself up for an explosive 2021. It's going to happen. So, here's the first thing. First goal, right? You got your goal. You wrote it down. You got it in the chats. Now, the next thing. And we all got to think 5 at least. Okay? 5 at least in a 7-day period. Now we got to come up with strategies. Strategies. Andrea, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, maybe you can't, maybe Anthony can. If somebody could go pull like Crystal Vance's post off Facebook. Anthony, can you do that real quick? I hate to just put that on you. Can you do that for me?
Yes, I can. 1 second.
Okay. Okay. So here's the first thing. I want you to get if you'll do this between now and November the 11th, watch what happens to your business. Get a spiral bound notebook. Get some kind of notebook. There we go. Mark Montgomery's got one. Hold it up. Hold it up. Here's mine. All right, spiral bound. Get you a notebook. Okay. Now, there you go. Now, here's what we're going to do. On the front, this is going to be everybody you possibly can think of between now and November the 11th. And what I would suggest you do is put a goal in mind that I will end every night. And I want to give you a tip. You can go on and you can search, Mark, what do you got printed off there? List builder. Yeah. Mark, unmute that and tell us where you got it. Mark, go ahead, Mark. You're good. You're good, Mark.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it was on the Eric Worre webinar today.
Okay. Yeah. Where did you print that list off from, though? The list builder, memory jogger there.
The memory jogger, it was in the notes when we were on there.
Okay. Somebody put that in the chats.
It's also in the group and it's been shared into RX Nation.
Okay. We shared it in RX Nation. Everybody can get that in RX Nation. Can we put it in the chats? Yes or no? I can't see you, Andrea. I'm sorry.
I'll try. It's a PDF, so I'm not sure if it'll attach, but I'll try right now.
So that's in
Eric
RX.
Worre emailed one to everyone.
Yeah, Brent, it's so easy. Brent, it's really easy. It's right there. It's a download. It takes you about 10 minutes. It's just easy off that channel.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so everybody, that'll be really good for you right there. So what do we do at the first of your notebook? don't try to second guess. Don't try to worry about people or what you say. Just write everybody down. Okay. You don't know where they're at. Quit prejudging people. That's the worst thing you can do. Start writing names down, right? Build your list. Every day, every day, every day, every day. From now until November the 11th. How big can you make that list? Here's what I would say. Think about people in your community, towns. The list jogger, memory jogger will give you a lot of ideas. But also think about people out of town. Think about people in other countries. Okay? Because that's going to be huge. Am I breaking up, Andrea?
No, you sound great.
And yes, you can. So I'm reading notes. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the memory jogger, out of town people, out of country people, how big can you make that list? That's going to be gold for you during the 7-day recruiting challenge. The bigger the list, Daryl Peterson, the more people you're going to recruit. And you got a big goal, big man. I love it. I love it, brother. Daryl Peterson said, I think he's froze right now, but Daryl said, I think it was over 100 people. I mean, he's going on a massive recruiting trend on 7 days. And you know what? I'm not going to doubt him. Are you stretching your goal? Are you playing small? That would be the question to ask yourself. Now, I would do it every day, every day, every day from now until the 11th. How big can you make that list? That all goes in the front of the book, front of the notepad. Now, here's what's going to happen in the back of the notepad. From now until the 11th, I'm going to challenge you to have at least 100 conversations with people social media, phone calls, text, 100 people minimal between now and November the 11th. Not about the business. Please, not about the business. Some of these people you haven't talked to forever. Don't call them up and ask for their credit card. Have a conversation with them. Just talk to them. Connect. 100 people. Connect. Does that make sense? Raise your hand. Now, if you got lofty goals like Daryl Peterson, he's going to have to up his connecting. He might have to connect with 300 people, 400 people between now and the 11th. How big do you want this to be for you? The bigger your goal, the bigger you need to connect with people, but a minimal of 100 people between now and the 11th. How many days, Andrea, does that give us? That gives us 7 days.
Yes, sir. But our goal would really to be, if you listen to Eric today, would be to do that in the next kind of 48 hours, like the beginning of the time, so that they have a time to get back to us.
And this is the reason, the quicker you connect with the people, the more conversation's going to spiral from that. Not only that, but they're going to plug into you on social media and they're going to see your energy. They're going to see your excitement. They're going to see all that. Okay. And then the 7-day stretch is going to allow you to be able to bring what they talk to you about to recruit them to your business. Okay. Raise your hand. I want to make sure. I can't see everybody because we're loaded up. Does that make sense to everybody? You with me? Okay. I'm telling you, we're going to crush this thing. That's why I'm being so serious with it. Like, this is go time. Like, we are going to crush the business and recruit more people in 1 week to your business, to the industry, to the teams than has ever been done. Ever been done. Watch and see. Watch and see. Don't be the one that watches and doesn't perform. Okay? So here's the thing. Now, I think I shared everything I needed to do right there. All right, now I'm going to challenge you to do this. You've already seen a lot of us do it. Can we put up the post of Crystal Vance, Dr. Crystal Vance? I want you to, I wouldn't make the post tonight, but I would make it tomorrow, like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Let it run through the day. No, you could even make it tonight. It's okay. Make it tonight. Make it tonight. So she put up the 3, like you gotta do your thing, right? Whatever's you. And if you go, for all the guys out there, for all the macho guys, go look at my Facebook, okay? Do you want interaction? So here's the thing. I need some help. When you think of me, what three things make you think of me? Okay? Now, scroll on down. I don't know if we can show you comments. Anthony, can we show comment? Look down right here. Look at some of the comments. Devoted friend, vibrant, energized. Your smile. Well, all right, scroll up, Anthony. Scroll up, Anthony. Watch, see, now what is, so Michelle Nichols should go in the front of Crystal's book now. So Crystal's already wrote her down. Now, as Crystal starts to talk to her, you see, she's communicating with Michelle, not about business, just thanks, appreciate you, hearts. She's going to move Michelle from the front of her book to the back of her book, because now Michelle's become hot because we're in conversation with her. Does that make sense? Andrea, unmute, please. So you can, okay, good deal. Now scroll on down, Anthony. So I'm going to go through these. Shauna says, happy, successful, healthy. Shauna just got added to the front of the book because odds are Shauna wasn't in her book to begin with. And now as she responds and starts to create, maybe does some private messaging, maybe gets her number, maybe starts talking to her about her kids. Now Shauna goes to the back of her book as a hot prospect that we will use during this 7-day recruiting challenge that you're going to blow your business up with. Andrew, anything you want to add to that?
No, sir. I think you hit the nail on the head. Just our goal is to, the beginning of the book is just to do that mental dump, get as many people down in paper as you possibly can. And that's your warm market. Anybody that you can touch in any way. And I don't mean physically, like anybody that you can get their name, you've got their contact somewhere in your head. That's a warm lead, right? And then you're going to do things to warm them up and make them hotter. And that's when they go into the back of the book, because those are the people that we're actively recruiting.
So can we pull, Anthony, we're going to show, let's pull Joe Cooper. I'm just picking up a random person. If you can pull Joe Cooper. Perfect. Let's see what Joe's response is for you macho men out there. Okay. So Joe just did 3. I mean, that's not hard. He looks like he just got out of basketball practice. So scroll on down. Let's see Joe. 15 comments. So Amy is the first one. Ohio State, your dad, in basketball. Amy now, odds are Joe has not even thought about Amy. Amy goes on his front of his list. Then if he starts communicating with Amy, then boom, it goes to the back of his list as a hot target. Taylor Kraut says, doesn't like the cold, basketball, and family. Joey, like these are all leads. These are leads. Okay, I'm getting excited. Thank you, Anthony, for that. So men, ladies, like this is your chance. So here's the deal. You know why we're going to crush it as a group? Because most people will go to this 7-day recruiting challenge with nothing in preparation. No preparation. I knew this was coming because I'm having behind the scenes talks with Eric Worre. So here's the thing. We're going to be prepared. The people on here and in your team that will do the post, that will make the list, that will build their book, you all can do it. You've all done it before, some of you. This is going to prepare you and move you right up to the 7-day recruiting challenge so that when they give the 90-minute segment with the assignment, all you do is you go plug and play. Plug and play. You already got it built. You already got it built. And what some people will do is they won't have the plug and play ready, and they'll get the assignment and then go, and before you know it, they'll get caught up in a 7-day just whirlwind and nothing will happen. Not us. We're going to explode our business because we're going to do the preparation leading up to it. So I want to unmute. Let's go, if we can, Crystal Vance. Let's unmute Crystal, Dr. Crystal Vance. Crystal, you've heard us talk about this. You were on the Eric Worre. You did the post. Anything you want to add to what I said, just so everybody knows, we've got people in other companies on here tonight. They're a part of this with, like, we're going to blow up the industry. We're going to blow up everybody's business, and we're going to recruit more people to network marketing in 7 days than's ever been done because of this event. So, Crystal, you've heard it. Anything you want to add? Because here's a lady right here, owned her own practice, got started in the industry, ended up being able to sell her practice, retire, go full-time in the industry. She had a successful multiple 6-figure income in her practice. Came here to this industry, has built a huge downline, residual income. So as you listen to this, Crystal, anything you want to add that would give that person out there a tip, a strategy, anything you want to piggyback on what we're doing right now?
Today's stuff, it was brilliant. It was fun. I was like, I almost, in my mind, being a professional meant boring, go to school. Oh, this is going to suck. And it was like at the end of 90 minutes, I was like, oh, what do you mean it's done? This was all I was scribbling as fast as I could the whole time. And so like, I realized how hungry I am for the information. And I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be listening to you, but I'm on that list. I'm on my post writing people's names down as fast as I can. And some of them I have talked before, but I'm like, who cares? I'm going to plug them into the plug and play of next week. And I'm so freaking excited about it because I all of a sudden had this minute and I'm like, when I started this, the only reason I had success was because I got it in front of 20 people. And I enrolled 20 people in like the first 3 weeks. And from those 20 people, I created my first 6-figure run. And I think about how close all these people that are on here, it's literally a post and writing down people's names and putting them into the plug and play that we're going to get next week. And they can be on their first 6-figure run.
Turn the book around, Crystal. I mean,
no,
you're
going to take their names.
No. We don't have to say the names, but listen, here's somebody that has done this industry in a big way. Like, let that be a clue. Like, she's not going, oh, I've heard that. I've done that. I'm too cool for school. She's doing it. So when she comes out of here on the other side, making a 7-figure run, that's a clue. Like, we're about to crush this thing.
Yeah.
So make sure that this is, and Andrea, I want to do this. Crystal, what do you think about this? I will take this Word document that I've got right here that I went over with you tonight, and I'm going to put it in, if we can, into the comments. I don't know if we can. If we can't, we'll put it on RX Nation. But this is the challenge to you tonight that we came up with, that here's what I would do. I would turn around and do the same challenge to my team. When you get the power of our industry, it's all about giving an assignment to your organization if you truly get exponentially growing. Like I can keep the assignment all to myself, or I can give it up to 100 people and watch what happens. So take this assignment and get your team excited even more. Because some people can't be excited because they don't know what to do. They need a path. Tonight, I didn't want to give you the path too early. Remember, I said we're just going to run around like hair on fire with excitement. We have, by the way. Some of you have done Zooms for the first time. I mean, Zooms, FaceTime, Facebook Lives. Like, I see you out there doing them, and I'm like, that's it. Like, you're stepping out. And so I congratulate you for that. But now we're in the home stretch. Now it's time to make it pay off. So this is the preparation work from now. So 48 hours to go after 100 people in conversation. Just start communicating in all forms of text, phone calls, Facebook. Communicate with people, not about your business. Don't hammer them on your business. People don't care what you got until they know you care. So have those conversations with them about life, about kids, about work, about what's been going on over the last 20 years. David Wallington, unmute, David. If you can. If you can't tell, I'm pretty excited. I could play a ball game tonight. So, because it's all coming together. Like people's lives are going to be changed because of this. David, can you hear me?
I can.
David, you got to add to this. You're an ex-basketball coach at the college level. Please tell me that this right here is like you're on fire because you've got a way to start conversation. Everybody, first of all, I recruited David Wallington to the business. Okay. I did not know him. He is a social media connection that ended up coming into my organization personally. And now we're buds. I mean, you know, we've got a relationship with each other. We talk. But here's the thing that David would tell me. I don't know how to introduce. So for the next 48 hours, David, you can talk to your whole life in communications about their kids, their family, their jobs, what's going on. Hadn't communicated with them in 15 years. And you're going to make a list. How excited are you?
Oh, I am pumped up. I'm pumped up because all this information that was talked about today and with you and everything that's been happening lately, I'm extremely excited and ready to go. And I'm fired up.
David knows people all over the world. So do you. Don't set any boundaries. Thank you, David, for that. Don't set any boundaries for yourself. Jayne Rouse. Let's unmute Jayne real quick. Jayne's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, Jayne. So I got to brag on you because first of all, I think Jayne's going to be on a call Sunday night with us, but listen, Jayne, she don't even know that yet. Well, all right. So Jayne, you set a goal about recruiting somebody recently. And because you aired it out, because you said it, because you announced what you were going to do, what happened?
I signed up my sister.
There you go. And everybody can go, well, that was just coincidence. Jayne, had you been recruiting a bunch of people leading up to it?
Oh, no. I just said it to myself. I said it out loud. I said it to my family multiple times a day. I posted more, even in the sister chat. I was in
Touchdown. That's it. That's it. It's setting a goal, announcing it out there, putting it out there. And that's why you got to go into this. It's non-negotiable what you're going to do. It's non-negotiable. And that's why you got to set time aside. Jayne, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Because you aired it out. You said it, you put it out there. So here's the thing. Andrea, did we get this form in the chats? Was you able to do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So if you want this form, it is in the chat, print it out. And again, I'm gonna demo it. I would turn to my team, to my customers, to my reps, to my guests, and I'd get them fired up about it. I'd get them fired up about this because that is going to help you exponentially expand. Exponentially expand. It's what the whole industry is about. Whole industry is about. Andrea, anything you want to add?
No, I think you rocked it. And if everybody is excited and fired up, you've got 20 minutes to grab a guest and join Coach on a prospecting Zoom.
So here's the thing. 20 minutes. We'll be on a prospecting Zoom. But I want to say this to you again before we end. Okay. Here was the reason for the call tonight. Do you feel better that you got an assignment? Do you feel better that you got a pathway to this to know exactly what to do? This is the blueprint to your 2021, everybody. Like you can smile inside because if you do this and bring it to the table at the 7-day recruiting challenge, you are going to get your goal, whatever that goal is. And then you're going to come out of that. You're going to come out of that. And what we have left in the month of November, so many of you come to Destin. Then we got the GoPro event. Then we're going into January on fire, running, when people are starting to just make their New Year's resolutions. We hit January running in a sprint while everybody else is just getting moving. Watch what happens to your business. It's going to be amazing. Could not be more fired up for you and what's going to happen in 2021 because of this. Again, I was talking, I had a quick conversation with Eric today. Again, it is by far will be the biggest event ever in network marketing. More recruits will hit the system across network marketing companies than any other 1 week period of time. And that ought to put a smile on your face because some of you have 50 people on this Zoom tonight. Some of you's got 10 people. Some of you's got 20 people. What does that look like as they exponentially grow their business? It's magical. How do I know that? Because I've lived it. I've lived it now for years. It's a game changer. But you got to get your belief right. You got to get your mindset right. You got to get your mental focus right. You got to sacrifice time for these 7 days. And now you have to do the assignment leading up to it. You do this and you walk into that 7 days with this, boom. Watch what happens. It's going to be incredible. Andrea, if anything else you have, I'm looking around across through here.
No, I put the Word document in there. A couple people can't see it, but it's called Special 7-Day Zoom. So feel free to grab that from there. And then I put the Zoom link for our or Coaches Prospecting Zoom in 15 minutes.
Okay, and we can put that document up, can't we, Andrea? We can put the document up on RX Nation where they can get it there too.
I can take a photo of it and post it in there, yes.
Okay. Just, you've got the blueprint. You've got the blueprint. If you need anything, let us know. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. You might be sitting on there going, I'm tired of hearing him. I get it. I'm tired of hearing myself. But at the end of the day, I'm passionate about where we're going in 2021. And I know this, I'm nobody special. I got involved in an opportunity at the right time, at the right place, and I went to work. And it changed my financial future forever. something that I can hand down to my kids and be so excited I left them something special. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your background. Doesn't matter where you've been. Doesn't matter the championships you've won in the past. Do this now. Commit to this now like you're doing. You're here tonight. That means you are committed. Do the final preparation work. Push hard the last week. And we're all going to run up that mountaintop together in 2021. That's my prayer for each and every one of you. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.